All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
The Legend of Vox Machina, Season 3, Episode 2. That first episode was so good.
It was so spicy. We got
just
so much
didn't stop.
action, so much content in there.
Yep.
Ripley's here. Orthax is here.
Percy's in trouble.
Percy's in big trouble. Man ran off by himself.
Yeah,
Because he's like, oh no, I know which way she's going to go. I know the kind of way she thinks.
This very quickly turned from it became an I'm not trapped in here with you, you're trapped in here with us.
Yeah, with us.
Like,
creepy.
Yeah.
Given that, Scanlan's off, also separated from the group here, going to try and go see, Kaylee. It'd be awesome to have some awesome stuff here amidst all this. But he might be necessary in order to kind of fix the problems here because a lot of people are dead in Ank'Harel. A lot of people got shot up.
Oh, yeah.
And then Percy ran through the streets and shot a civilian.
Yep.
I think Vox Machina is going to be in trouble trying to explain all of this.
What? No. It'll be fine.
Yeah, this might be the start of the very bad time going very badly for the crew here.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think that might be a possibility. But that means there's an opportunity for a certain lawyer to make an appearance.
Oh.
Which I would love to see.
That's true. That's true. But all right, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Oh, fun.
Very lucky she took you alive.
Yeah.
I'm sure you remember how eager Orthax can be.
Yeah.
It has a name.
You never bothered to ask. Without your design, we never would have been able to upgrade it.
What exactly do you plan on doing with it?
Share your gifts with the wide, wide world.
Yeah.
Fun.
I knew we shouldn't have listened to Raishan.
It's not really because of Raishan,
Yeah.
A vestige. If Percy is near the plate, maybe Mythcarver can see him?
They're already searching for us. Well, for you.
Yeah.
I can take them.
What?
Those are the hand
No.
of Ord. You do not want to cross them before I change my mind.
Nice. Little disguise self.
It's a fine beginning. But imagine if there were 100, 1,000, a weapon in the hand of every farm boy, every washmaid, every downtrodden soul in this kingdom.
Oh, the shadow, yeah.
Yeah.
You created something revolutionary, Percy.
Yeah. Yeah.
The vestiges.
A power supply.
Ah.
Okay.
Ah.
All right. I like it.
Oh, this is fun.
Oh, shit.
Acid. And look, it's oxidized in a pattern.
That's Eridose acid. Used it in the clasp.
Oh, I'm Vax. I'm
Oh.
from Thieves Guild. So cool. Where might a girl go for rare elemental acid?
I know the place. Unfortunately. Come on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They aren't stupid.
Yeah.
All right. Good to see her. Yeah. She's doing great.
While I rest a second, the doctor's gonna take a solo.
All right then. This next ditty is about a girl I met across.
Hey, Matt Mercer again.
Yeah.
Water over here.
I got this one.
Oh.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. It's about
Literally.
You'd combine them. Create an arcane factory. Powered by vestiges.
Yeah.
To mass produce your weapons.
You understand humanity far more than I.
Ah.
Factory is inevitable. Wouldn't you rather be the one at the control?
Okay.
Odd, sensational sundries?
Oh my gosh.
Asshole even ripped off my father.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I've got good news and bad news. Mostly bad for sure.
That's
The sales
It's pretty
ledger's
bad.
pages torn out.
Looks like most of his inventory is gone too.
Taste of Taldore. Nice.
wow.
Bang, bang.
Oh, you got me.
Oh.
Mortally wounded.
Wait a minute. Where did you think to get that toy?
Yeah, that is a very crazy toy idea.
Have you ever seen weapons like that? You know,
Yeah.
real life?
Oh.
Can you tell me where?
Girl, let's go.
All right.
The old basilica, northwest district, past the Temple of Onyx. 10 minutes away.
Oh. Oh.
Halt!
Yeah. Yep, yep.
Yep.
Yep, just...
Oh,
Whoa,
shit.
Whoa! Dope armor. Oh, that was cool. It was like
Okay.
light casted on his head, but when he moved it...
I mean, hey, lead them to the place where you think that Ripley is.
Yeah, they just don't know this area very well, you know?
I said I didn't want to see you. Nothing's changed.
Yeah.
You're not making this easy on me, are you? I traveled thousands of miles for this conversation.
You came all this way for me.
Yeah.
I mean, technically we needed this item that might help save the world, but you were right up there.
He's being honest.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the break-in at the archives? Someone got killed.
Hands out there looking for some foreigners, what did it?
Hate to be them. His soul will in forge calls to him. Its heat fueling a world at war.
It is very disconcerting.
Orthax merely echoes my excitement.
With magic and engineering, you can fashion an incredible power source.
And this is not
Or
meth.
incinerate a maniac.
Yeah. Nice.
Love it.
No, we need him.
Yeah, do you? Like,
Okay,
all right.
let's go. It's fighting time.
Okay, love this environment.
Hear that, Celia?
Whoa, whoa.
Oh,
Yep,
fuck.
yep, yep, yep.
Kiki, can you...
Yep. None of that
Very
shit
cool.
here.
It doesn't have to be this way, Percy.
Oh.
You saved me. Twice.
What would you do without me?
Maktoum!
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You are all under arrest.
Yep, it's gonna be up to Scanlan.
I liked your song up there. Are there words?
You crossed an ocean to talk lyrics?
Yeah,
I mean, if you need help, I'm really good at rhymes. I mean, the truth is, when I'm on stage,
yeah.
I'm golden. Straight fire. But when the loot goes down, I don't know who I am.
And I'm
Yeah.
supposed to help you figure it out.
No. Okay,
All right.
let's go. Dope. Dope fits.
Very cool.
Yeah. Fun.
It has been decades since such a heinous crime has been committed in Ank'Harel. Vox Machina, you have been charged with royal theft and murder. Amongst your possessions were vestiges of divergence, just like the two missing from my archives.
Yeah.
Oh.
Technically, yes.
Then I have no choice but to sentence all of Vox Machina to death.
Stop! It was me.
Percy!
I did it.
Oh. Because it was his weapons.
Please release them. I throw myself upon your mercy.
Whoa. This is very different.
You are all hereby banished from Ank'Harel. Prepare him for the transformation.
Shit.
Whoa.
Okay.
You know, for a second, I thought you came back because you actually cared. But I should have known a mess like you can't change.
Hey, guys.
No, don't! He's harmless. And drunk? Nobody gives a shit. They're going to kill Percy.
Oh, wait, what?
What? Yeah.
Do you have
Fuck.
any final words before you join my service?
Yes!
Yes!
My timing is just...
Just immediately, like...
Look into the blade, and you'll see the real culprit.
Nice. Yeah, because it'll show the other ones.
Right. Yeah.
Can't have you watching.
Just like that.
Cool.
Boom.
The group known as Vox Machina is cleared of all charges.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah.
You didn't mean to take the blame.
But I am to blame.
Yeah.
Made. For letting it loose in the world. For not telling you Ripley was tracking us in Vasselheim.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Drowning in guilt won't bring you what you want.
And what is it I want?
Oh.
Ripley got away with it. Without that vestige, we have no chance against Thordak's fire.
That would be true if she had actually stolen the plate of the Dawn Martyr.
What?
I did the only responsible thing. I replaced it with a forgery.
What? Then where's the real one? And can we, like, just borrow it?
Are you familiar with the Hells of Despair?
Oh.
As in, hells?
That is one way to hide it.
Demons and all that cool shit?
Just like a hell vault. Just like
Fun.
So if we want the plate, we have to go to...
Hell.
We're fine.
Yes!
incredible.
Okay.
All right.
Ank'Harel ended
Yeah.
up being very dicey, but even dicier was the Ripley Orthax combo.
Right. And
Oh, God.
I like the way that this was resolved. So it's, hey, we know that Ripley's out there, that she's made the deal with Orthax and all that stuff. She wants Percy, right?
Right.
But-
so that he can actually make a lot of weapons.
Right.
And if we combine vestiges, we can have ourselves a proper magic factory.
Yep.
And we can arm
Crank
the
'em out
people that
real
are
quick.
currently being just oppressed out there. They don't have magic. They don't have wealth. They don't have power.
Right.
They have no means of protecting themselves when those with power come and just take
Right.
what they want.
Because in a world of magic, not that people would even necessarily have bows and arrows, but even if they did, that wouldn't do
It wouldn't
nearly as
mean-
much as a freaking
It
gun.
wouldn't mean much. No.
Yeah.
So yeah, and also right now, the world's about to get really scary. So it's a rather enticing deal for someone like, well, one, Anna,
Sure.
to try and do this.
Yeah.
And two, the idea of her thinking that she can basically pull one over on Orthax with this of like, no, we need him. Like, I'm the one in control. And it's like, oh, Ripley,
Yeah.
you don't know what you're playing with. I love the thing of like, it has a name. It's like, well, you didn't ask.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh,
We talk.
yeah,
Like,
we have a relationship.
You got in
like,
bed with a devil and you didn't even like have anything, no pillow
ask
talk
its
or
name,
nothing.
yeah,
Like what? Yeah.
I love the idea as well that like Orthax is also so mask off, if you will, with her.
Yeah.
And she's not really worried about it.
No.
Kind of speaking more to her like belief that she's the one like guiding the ship and stuff
Sure.
like that. It's like, yeah, he's a bit, eager and, impatient and stuff.
Right. It's the hey,
I know what I'm dealing with.
I know your
Yeah.
nature is a ravenous one.
Right.
Let me help curb that so that we can, like I'm going to teach you the 2 marshmallows after the test, right? Like, so say no to the 1 marshmallow for now, because I'm
Right.
going to give you, thousands of them later.
Right. And yet it's Orthax.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You're not getting out of this.
How long is that gonna
unscathed.
last? Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But okay, the group ended up finding them, which was a really cool thing that I liked, that they felt lost for a bit. But then when the group showed up, it wasn't just okay, cool, now we immediately get Ripley. It's oh no, oh God, everyone without plate armor, get the fuck away. Pike takes a hit and goes flying back just from the impact.
right.
Vex gets one clean.
Like that
clean,
was
like maybe 4 inches
close.
too high.
Yeah, like that could have hit the heart, like
that would have been
lucky.
insta dead because we're not playing with video game gaming mechanics here where it's like you deal 60 HP of damage. It's this is a gun.
You're
just dead. Dead. Yeah. Fun.
Yeah,
fun.
armor vestiges OP.
Right.
Get them as soon as possible,
And
or
you're
be
lucky.
Grog and just be able to tank it.
Well, also you're just lucky that she only has those shots, and then she has to black powder reload. So she spray and praise,
right,
and then she's done. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Whereas Percy has like self-loading mechanisms and like revolver.
Well, but even
stuff
that
there.
one, single barrel, and the fact that it was able to get like I think it was a full 6 shots. So that's big.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah.
But okay, I love it. That was fun. I like that they had the whole run-in with the law, and it was resolved within the same episode, and now we have a new direction for things. Cool.
Yeah, I did not expect it to be a twist of, that's a fake one. Because
that was
it
great.
seemed like they were trying to show that they could theoretically channel the magic through the armor, but maybe that's the thing, is that she was running into the problem of, why doesn't this fucking work?
Sure, yeah. I need Percy to figure it out.
Yeah, Percy clearly.
Right.
Percy clearly figure it out.
Well, and it probably is something that is still magical, right? So that way
it still is detected as like a magic item.
Yeah, it's like, okay,
it's a really good fake.
Right, exactly. Like it's just,
right, because we're talking to a gold dragon. This is not spoilers or anything here, y'all. The leader of Ank'Harel in this case, just by their design,
I think
or
it's
what have you,
pretty
clear. Obvious.
Like the implication is pretty straightforward when Vex had her whole mental thing. And yes, there was
the little dragon,
but it comes in wrestling, and the golden eyes. Yeah,
they're a gold dragon.
And this also was fun because they made sure that we had Raishan tell us there are plenty of different kinds of dragons.
Oh,
right,
plenty of different kinds. Yeah,
and we know that they can transform into people and stuff. So then, hey, next episode. Get dragon in the form
which is fun
person.
because just
cool.
in D&D lore stuff here, this isn't again spoilers for anything Critical Role stuff. Gold dragons are some of the most gregarious and I would say also just helpful with humans in general in D&D lore.
Right, they generally go into the classifications of the chromatics versus metallics of the silvers and the bronzes and the golds and stuff.
Right. So really cool little lore thing here to get into. But not actually a focus of the conflict here because they're like, hey, you're telling the truth. And I love the myth carver scry going over to, another vestige.
Yep.
And we've established that mechanic and immediately Orthax is senses it immediately.
Right, where it's
true sight out to
exactly
60 feet or something.
That extra bit of verification, basically, if, the scrying working and showing Ripley wasn't enough. Mm-hmm. But also, I like the way that, because mechanically in a game, right, it's, okay, Scanlan has the good persuasion roll, right?
Right.
But in this situation, it's that they're all panicking under pressure. Because it's like, oh my God, what's going on? Shit, whereas Scanlan's just like, oh yeah, no, objection, no, we've got a thing that can prove it. And it's like, oh, you almost could have had the rest of them be like, shit, why didn't we think of that?
Why didn't we think of that?
Oh my God,
it definitely feels like the kind of thing of a game where you're like, oh, I'm sorry, y'all.
Fuck,
I don't read the magic items that are in other people's inventory.
Exactly.
So
yes,
Scanlan's like,
hey, I got a thing. I got a thing. Which is just great, and also the the panic of someone was almost permanently transformed into a mindless golem protector thing.
Yeah.
Because you didn't remember that you had a thing that could prove what you needed,
Vox Machina, you gotta get your shit together.
It doesn't take a silver-tongued person to be able to do that,
No, it does not.
But that was fun, and the whole bit of just the, Scanlan had this terrible day, right? He's trying to make everything work, and it just doesn't, and then no, I don't give a shit about that. Percy's about to die. It's oh fuck, that's just another thing to add on top of it.
I do like though that we're seeing the issues kind of with Scanlan being brought up is that he's a bit of an avoider when it comes to actual direct conflict.
Right.
He is an alcoholic. He is also just someone that thinks primarily of himself first. So when she asked him and you want me to solve that for you? And he says the no reflexively because it just sounds like what he's not supposed to say. But then he thinks about it and goes, well, as family, yeah. But it leaks out as the like, but actually, yes, in his own kind of selfish way. And it just completely ruins it. And it's like, Scanlan, you just got to be vulnerable.
Right, like...
You just got to be open.
Well, and he started
You're scared
to, right?
about not having a family.
Exactly. And the whole thing of him being like, hey, when I'm on stage, I'm golden, right? But this isn't a performance right here. He's actually trying to be real.
But that's the thing. He wasn't being vulnerable. He's just saying the truth about that. If he actually said that,
then he'd be able to be like, yeah, okay, you know, and then you could start to unpack it, and that's where, you know, that's where he struggles in areas that, you know, some of the other, you know, members of Vox Machina, like Pike, for instance, would have no problem.
No problem.
No problem at all.
Yep. Pike, in a lot of ways, has very little shame and kind of stuff with that regard. If anything, her stuff is more of like having that little bit of burden of like, okay, I'm a little bit nervous about like, how do I actually do this whole like faith thing that's kind of intense and stuff. But yeah, I'm liking the stuff that they're setting up for future development with Scanlan. Okay, so going to hell.
Yeah.
They're going to have to show the non-D&D version of the Hells, which is fun.
Although they kept Dis.
City of Dis, yeah.
Which is like, that's a...
But that's not necessarily a copywritten name.
Not necessarily, but it is like a name.
No, I know, but it's not a copywritten name because that's a thing that's used in other myth and stuff like that. But,
okay.
Yeah, but I'm excited to see how they explore this because there's certain creatures and types of demons, fiends, devils, other, you know, stuff of that nature that are more D&D specific.
Right.
Might be fun to see how they play into that or don't play into that.
Yeah, especially when I think about like with the way that you know, in the campaign, the way that the Hell journey went.
Yeah, before we go too deep into
I'm talking about like that kind of stuff, but then like specific demons that show up and they're how will that get handled? That'll be fun to see.
That's probably a pretty natural segue though. Let's talk spoilers now.
Last thing just before we go into spoilers though. The idea of like, oh hey, I have to keep something hidden. Where do I hide it? I'm just gonna give it to a demon in hell. Like, that is so metal.
That's
like,
so good.
Like, I love it.
Yeah,
like,
I'll take it. Yeah, like thank you.
Like, usually when you think of like, or when I think of like artifact type stuff in fiction, it's I'm going to put it somewhere no one gets it, and sure enough, everybody gets it, right? You know, because that's sort of what the story needs. But here's no, I really put it somewhere they're not gonna get it. Like, it's like I might even have trouble getting it back. You know,
right.
Like,
I don't need it.
Yeah, right, exactly. You know,
I'm immune to fire.
Yeah.
But all right, y'all. Yeah, let's talk spoilers here. So get out.
Yeah.
Give you some time. Get out. Spoilers times. I mean, like we're talking major spoilers off the rip. So like get the fuck out. Okay.
The build up for Scanlan.
So the build up for Scanlan
is
so good. But Percy didn't die here.
Right.
So
yeah.
That's actually very curious then, because that means Ripley is going to have an encounter with them again.
Yes.
Later in the season.
And this is the setup for that.
This is the setup for that, right? Because then it's we're not going to have conversations anymore.
No, it's just, and that also brings up the whole idea of
like, do we need him?
Yeah. Well, do we need him? But then also she comes with people that she's equipped with these guns and all that stuff. Because that was the other thing that I was thinking about with regards to adaptations, right?
Yep.
Ripley was a while ago, right?
Yeah.
The Whitestone was season
a while
1.
Ago, yeah.
You know, so if she suddenly comes out of nowhere, people might be like, wait, who's this again?
Right. And so this is the way to set her up to be there.
Have that touchstone so that then when she comes up, we're like,
oh, she made mention of arming people and stuff like that. So then the next time we see her, it's going to be oh no, these people that she's given guns to, we have to kill them.
Sure.
Or
and like, you know, I'm sure that won't necessarily be too much of a problem, right? Because we had the whole fight with like the herd and stuff. But that's also just from a like dynamic fight standpoint, that'll be really fun because that was my favorite episode of the show, like thus far, right? And granted, for a lot of like character moments and stuff like that too, but the fight was also just visceral and epic, and you know, so many things happening. So the idea that we are still going to get that, like she shows up with a dozen different people that all have guns and just open fire, like that is going to be brutal.
That is going to be terrifying.
Yeah,
and that's where we're probably going to have crew members die.
Right.
because I forgot which ones die specifically, but a couple do. It's not just one. It's like It's like 2 at least. But okay, if we're going to hell here, this is completely off books. Like we are in full new content territory.
Yep,
then.
and there was that point where Keyleth almost died in hell.
Yes.
And that was really scary because she was the only one who could actually like plane shift them out.
Right.
So
we could have another near scare of something of that nature, or we have something that's a little bit more consequential, but it's not exactly like that.
Right.
But I'm just curious if we're going to have a certain type of creature that's immune to spells cast of a certain level below her.
yeah, that too.
Lower stuff, because we had that set up with Vax as an Easter egg. You know, that was fun.
Yeah.
But we could have some shenanigans there.
And
Because they said a dealer of antiquities. That sounds...
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And to say nothing of if you run into other people there that are like, oh, hey, you got cool shit that I want or something like that, right? Because I believe in the campaign, they fought a pit fiend, right?
Yes.
And, you know, game mechanics don't translate, right? So it doesn't matter that, like, this is earlier than when they went to hell, you know?
Oh, totally.
So the fact that they're not, like, at that higher level where they'd be able to deal with pit fiend, not necessarily a problem.
Not necessarily
But, like, if we end up going into that kind of crazy scale where it's, you know, just what a pit fiend more represents thematically rather than mechanically, right? And they end up needing to deal with something like that, that will be cool as shit.
That'd be really fucking cool. Yeah. I'm very excited for hell shenanigans. Hopefully, though, being a single episode, though.
I think so.
I don't want to spend like 2 or 3 episodes in hell.
Yeah.
Even though that sounds cool, there's a lot of stuff they have to get to this season, and
the pacing has been great.
I'm starting to see the ways in which pacing could become a problem in a couple episodes.
This episode definitely didn't have the same kind of pacing as the first episode, which totally makes sense.
Well, the first episode kind of needed to have that if they're going to have this kind of pacing.
Exactly.
Where they're setting up
Yeah,
here.
set up everything at the beginning so that way we can...
Yeah, Gold Dragon stuff, really fun.
Very
also,
cool.
building out the world in a very efficient way for future campaigns of Critical Role. That's fun.
Right, because, oh, hey, yeah, so we had a campaign that maybe spent a lot of time in this city. Cool, right? We know, you know, the magic of the guards and all that stuff, right? We get the little...
The look, the feel, the vibe.
Yeah, the nod at the taste of Tal'Dorei and all that stuff, right?
Yes.
Like, awesome. You know, fantastic.
Yeah, loving the Easter eggs.
Yes. Do you spice?
Do you spice? I can't.
That was so good.
I can't.
I just...
We would see my daughter. Does she spice?
Right.
Although that was the previous episode.
Oh, that was the previous episode, yes. But
yeah, very, very fun. Really, really excited how close, though, they're teasing death.
Right.
Because we know how many deaths are coming.
Yeah.
And how many big deaths are, like, coming, like, in this season. Like,
right. And they definitely have in the past made, like, sometimes made deaths that were, like, revivified deaths.
Yes.
Be the, we almost lost you. Good thing that we saved you kind of thing, right? So theoretically, that could be what this was representing here. But, yeah, this will be interesting because... Some shit is gonna be going down.
Some shit's gonna be going down, and also, you know, going to hell is great. Getting out,
you got to do that too.
You got to do that. I'm excited to see Keyleth probably learn the magic of how to plane shift, probably from this leader.
Jamon Ord. Yeah.
They
could like give her the you know, whatever the thing she needs. It wouldn't necessarily be like a tuning fork type deal in, you know, the show, but that could be cool.
That'd be pretty fun. But all right, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link up here. You can check out full-length timer reactions there as well, and any level of support gets you access to our Discord, where you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about animated shows in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.